Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Living in Exhortation. My name is Maureen Wendwa, and today we are going to be talking about middle managers. Are they the problem in our organizations? Well, we are often told that people don't leave their jobs, they leave their bosses. And in most cases, these bosses are their immediate supervisors. In many organizations, middle managers tend to be seen to have more red tape, so to speak, when it comes to following protocols and operations on items that need to be actualized. Middle managers tend to be the ones being picked on, following the status quo and not being imaginative enough to bring in new ideas to improve the business. In most times, they tend to be the ones who shut down ideas that do not originate from them or seem to jeopardize their position. They therefore become an impediment. This is what I mean. According to an organizational psychologist called Adam Grant, he says that studies show that middle managers tend to be less flexible to new ideas than those below them or higher than them in the corporate ladder. For example, at the top level or executive level of management, the people who are in these positions have no problem bringing in creative projects that stretch and bring growth to the organization. In fact, they thrive in this. That's their job. Those who are also at the entry level of the organization do not mind trying out new ideas because it not only excites them, to them, it acts as an opportunity for them to grow in their roles and also to build their CV. Nevertheless, this is not the case for the middle manager. Well, why am I saying this? Middle managers tend to focus more on their job security. And this is no fault of their own. They know that they have reached where they have or where they currently are because of the hard work they've put in. And not only that, but they've literally become a fit, so to speak, a great fit of the corporate culture. So that means they always follow the protocols, they always follow the rules and regulations of the organization. Okay? And therefore, acting in any way out of this company culture could leave them in a risky situation where their own job is on the line if things go wrong. To them, what is tried and tested is more lucrative than what has not been put through its paces before. More so, remember, middle managers are also human beings like us. They have their own insecurities and challenges. In this case, maybe, they fear that new suggestions that did not come from them, if they prove to be successful, would lead them to become redundant. And not only that, those who suggested them, especially if they are people whom they lead, people in entry-level positions, will eventually come up and take up their positions in the near future. So this kind of situation, therefore, becomes a stumbling block to their productivity. And not only their productivity, but the productivity of the organization as a whole. Again, I ask each and every one of you listening, are middle managers the problem in the organizations you work in? My opinion, sometimes. I believe that leaders in these organizations, or in the organizations that we work in, may have to give them more assurance that they are not an obstacle to the productivity of the organization. That middle managers are as valuable as any other team member they lead, and more so, their job security does not always rely on their new ideas working out or not. They need that safety net, that assurance, that comfort in the aspect of you're one of us. This might actually give them the confidence to try out new plans that are even outside their scope, with an assurance they are backed by the management of the organization. And so maybe for those of us who work in corporates, for those of us who are in small and medium enterprises, maybe before we put all the blame on middle managers, maybe you can try that first. Food for thought? I tend to agree. All right. So until next time, thank you so much for listening in. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.